The following show contains views and opinions that may not be suitable for all audiences. Audience discretion is advised.
Howdy, 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 everybody, and welcome to Thespian Talk. I am your host, Gomer the Ranting Thespian, and my co-hosts with me are The Cat.
Hello, everyone.
And Erin Mills, a.k.a. DubiousKhan.
Once upon a time, there were three very different little girls, and now they work for me. My name is not Charlie, and I have no idea who these women are. Get them out of my house!
How did you get those three little girls to come work for you? Or
I don't know. Well, they're fully grown women, and I don't know why they're... Get out! Put the dog down! And I don't care if the dog started it. I don't know who you are. Get out of my house!
I'm sure they were led there in a white van with candy spray painted on the side.
I don't know. I don't know. They're gone. They're gone now.
They're gone.
They're gone. Get out! Okay. We're fine now.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, it's been a few weeks. We took off 1 week in particular because that was the week of the pulse shooting, and we were all like, can't do it. Our ability to even was just gone. So we couldn't. And then the past couple of weeks, I have been getting set up with my new driving job. 1 week was orientation, the other week was getting everything for the truck and everything and all of that good and ready. And so now I'm on the road more, home. Should be home every weekend. At least I better be. If not, I'm going to be having words with people. But so far, so good. And I have come to be reminded that I hate Atlanta traffic. I see. If I was a Jedi, I would be lifting up cars and then just throwing them behind me. I say throwing them behind me. I wouldn't be so mean as just toss them out of the way. I would, I'd make sure they were safe. Just make them be like, wait, what the fuck, for about 5 minutes. So yeah, that is my past few weeks in a nutshell. Erin, what have you been up to the past few weeks?
Working my ass off. Last week, my boss at my job threw up to everybody at the morning meeting. It's like, okay, look, the end of the month is on Thursday this year, and the 4th of July is the following Monday. Here's what we're gonna do. If you guys are willing to work 4 10-hour days next week, you can have a 4-day weekend. So my day started at 4 a.m. and went until about 2:30 in the afternoon, which is my usual time. But being a supervisor, I usually don't get out of there till about an hour later than that. Yeah, but wait, there's more.
Uh-oh.
Approximately 2 days into into that 10-hour week, the president of the company says, "Hey, listen, we've got a potential customer coming in. It's $1 million account, and they want to give us the business. But in order to do that, we've got to pass an inspection. I need all of this done by next Wednesday."
Oh, dear.
So several of us had to go in on Friday anyway.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but it's fine. Fortunately, they were reasonable about it. They said, listen, you don't have to come for the whole day. Just come in from 6 a.m. till noon, and then you can go. And so we did.
There you go.
And, and all it was cleaning. We didn't have to actually do the actual production part of things, which actually enabled us to get a good chunk of stuff accomplished. So
there you go. So
that gets the not as bad as it could have been award.
Yeah. Kat, how about you?
My work has been kind of crazy too, only in that we're getting ready to launch a new system at the end of August, and we're in this really awful vacation blackout, so all summer nobody can go anywhere or do anything.
Oh no.
And we've had pretty much like all-day trainings every day for 2 weeks, and we're going to have more of them for the next 2 weeks. So I've been sitting down like mind-numbingly trying to process a bunch of information for this new computer system that we're going to have at work. Mm-hmm. And my God, is it boring. My God. The only benefit is that because my work is super awesome, they've actually provided lunch for us almost every day.
Ooh.
which means I'm getting fat at my new job, is what I'm trying to say. Because all I'm doing is sitting and eating pizza and Chick-fil-A and whatever else they bring us. And it's awesome to get free food, but I'm like, fuck, I'm getting fat.
Yeah.
That's the point where on your breaks you take a couple of laps around the building.
We actually do that, but it's been like 96 degrees for a few weeks, so it's like way too hot to do proper walking without, like, you could go like 4 steps around the building and you're like, nope, I'm gonna vomit, it's too hot out.
Yeah.
And now the last couple of days it's been like 65 degrees and raining, and we're like, is this July?
I know, right?
I'm so confused about the weather.
I ran through some of that over this past week myself. It was like in like southern Georgia and over near Jacksonville for a little bit, and it's like, what the hell? I get to Jacksonville, it's fine, of course. Well, I get to my place in Jacksonville, it's fine. But on the way there, it was like, it was raining cats and dogs and fleas and ticks and iguanas and random deer for some reason.
So you're saying the plague is what happened? The plagues of Egypt were going on?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, oh lordy. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and hit our inbox mail questions. We actually got one this week, and the only reason I put this in here is because I want to get reactions out of this from both of you and also from our listeners, because this even took me back a bit. Just what the fuck. And I will take a screen cap if I have to. I will take a screen cap and show that this was actually in the Thespian talk box. And it was sent in by an anonymous who asks, why are vaginas darker than the rest of a woman's body? You can't see me, but my hand, I'm kind of face palming here because that is probably the most random question I have gotten on this show so far. My answer is, yeah, kind of that, and also, biology. I don't know. Anybody out there? I don't know. Do you two have anything to add on that one?
You're an idiot, sir. You're an idiot.
Wait.
Please consult with a doctor about your problems, okay? If you're wondering about something, it's best not to Google it or to ask, random silly podcast hosts on the internet. If you're really concerned about a problem with your anatomy, please go see a professional licensed doctor.
Yes. That would be the best thing.
And if that's not the case, if you are strictly asking for informational purposes, go to the damn library and get a medical book.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's my
This
exact...
is the wrong show.
Yeah.
In the immortal words of the Homestar Runner, that's very inappropriate.
Yeah. I mean, and everybody knows how awkward I can get. This even makes me be like, whoa, dude. Whoa. But I put it up there.
I'm
for an example.
uncomfortable.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
yeah. So, congratulations.
Can't even ask for an adult. We are adults.
Yeah.
I need a more adultier adult.
Yeah. Well. This is the wrong show for more adultier adults, unfortunately.
I'm 39. I'm about as adult as you can get, and yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so yeah, Mr. or Miss could be a female, because who knows? But Mr. or Miss Anonymous Person, congratulations, you kind of broke all of us. Just a little bit.
It didn't break me. Just made me go, why?
Yeah.
I'm actually more surprised that it took this long to get a question like that into the inbox.
I know, right? Oh, so maybe we'll get somewhere. Who knows? But from that, we're gonna go.
Don't encourage them, Gomer. Please don't.
Okay.
Don't encourage them.
Okay, not for those kind of questions. Send in silly questions, but not like that, please. From that, we're gonna go ahead and go on to our shout-outs. Of course, if you're a patron of mine over on patreon.com/Gomer21XX, you throw enough money at me, you'll get shout-outs and ad spots on all of the little things that I do: videos, podcasts, the works. And of course, there is one person who is currently up there. Her name is Beth Cody. She has a podcast called Invest with Beth, which has finally been finally has some more episodes out. I think she ended up just recording a whole bunch and just now finally got them uploaded. Because she's, of course, she's got a busy life because what she does is real estate investment. And from what I understand, that keeps you kind of busy. But that's what her podcast is about. If you want to get into it and all of that, and potentially make some money, you listen to the podcast. She'll give you some hints and she'll talk to people who are also real estate investors that can help you out if you want to go on that particular way. And you know what? From what I'm seeing, at least it's working for her. She's giving me money, so. But that is at investwithbeth.com. I think the link in the doobly-doo goes straight to the iTunes link. So either one will work. There's also circleplus.co, which they don't pay me anything. I do it because I believe in them. Site by women for women, and I am not going to be as awkward as I was last episode. I'm learning my lesson there. Go check them out. There's also, of course, we also have the fan art gallery, which I think I mentioned last week, still there. That link's going to be down there, and also a non-Patreon, Patreon related, but not somebody who also paid me. One of our members, Spaz Fox, he's finally got a Patreon. Yeah, it's okay. He is at patreon.com/spazfox1z, and he does Let's Plays, little random little videos, but mostly video game related videos over on YouTube and over on the. His videos tend to go up on the Emporium, same with most of mine. So check him out if you like him. Throw some money his way. He does good work. So that is all I've got. Erin, do you have any shout-outs for this week?
Not really. I do have a little bit of shameless self-promotion, though. Hopefully, by the time next week's show rolls around, I will have the first episode of a brand new podcast that I've been working on together. It is an audio drama podcast, Politrix, a political satire. As I like to describe it, in Washington, D.C. has long been synonymous with the term gridlock. Meet the two women who intend to deal with that by any means necessary.
Ooh.
It is a comedy. It is also probably one of the most foul-mouthed pieces of entertainment you'll ever hear in your life.
And somebody might be making a bit of a cameo appearance in a little bit of it, and I've actually, okay, obviously it's me, but I have seen it, and yeah, I've seen the script. He speaks truth.
Oh, it only gets worse from episode 1.
I look forward to it. So you're gonna have are you just gonna put it on the site? Do you have any other places you're gonna put it, or?
It will be on the site. I'll be doing a YouTube version. I have to look into iTunes. I've never used iTunes in my life, so I don't know what goes on with all that. So.
All right.
But yeah, it will be eventually. It will be up on the site. It will be on YouTube, and we'll go from there.
Okay. And Kat, do you have any?
I don't have any shout-outs except to say, oh my god, did you guys see the end of Game of Thrones? Oh my god. That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
I don't have HBO. I have never seen a single episode of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, so. I'm pretty much in the same category there. I've seen like bits and pieces of certain episodes. I saw the Red Wedding, but that's about it.
I mean, I'm just like, I'm sorry, I'm not. It's like, I understand people want to see it, but out here, people like say fuck Comcast. Out here, Comcast is insane. It's like, you want HBO? Sure, that's great. You want HBO with your cable package? All right, we can do that. We can do that for $400 a month.
400? Holy shit!
It's around that, $300-400, because they won't just give you HBO. They've got to give you all the HBO related channels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is why I go to iTunes.
Except you can't get anything on HBO literally anywhere else. They're evil like that.
It's either you got to get to their HBO Go, or you've got to just buy the DVDs or subscribe to HBO and your cable provider. That's pretty much your only options.
Well, damn. I could have sworn I saw other HBO shows on there. Oh, well.
Yeah, but not Game of Thrones.
Ah, okay.
You wee whoosy. No, it's the.
Look, you want your naked dragon sex? You can. You're gonna have to pay for it our way.
Apparently, wow.
That's pretty much. That's exactly what they say, basically.
Kind of got everybody by the
no,
balls there.
Oh my God, this whole season was really amazing. Shout out in the comments if you thought that the season 6 finale was by far one of the best episodes ever.
Yes. So yeah, with that all that done, we'll go ahead and hit our news for this.
One quick thing, Game of Thrones. If you have not seen it, go to YouTube and do a search for Sesame Street Game of Chairs.
Oh God.
They did a Game of Thrones parody with Grover, and it is amazing. And some of the gags are like ones, if you've seen Game of Thrones. Now I know some of the major plot elements of Game of Thrones because I don't give a shit about spoilers for the most part. Mm-hmm. So, but some of the gags you hear, it's just like, oh jeez, it's like the most epic game of musical chairs ever. The kid who's like, the kid gets out and it's like, oh, I'm sorry you choked, Joffrey.
Oh my God, no, I have to watch it. That sounds amazing.
Oh God, yeah, I know what I'm doing while this is rendering. Oh God. Oh. So yeah, we'll now to go from Sesame Street Game of Thrones crossover to our news. First one is out of Georgia. A routine hearing last week in a Georgia court descended into a vulgar back and forth between the judge and an alleged murderer who bragged about his donkey dick and repeatedly told the judge, "Go fuck yourself," before threatening to kill the judge's family.
Obviously, one of the greatest legal minds since Clarence Darrow.
Indeed. In a transcript of the Floyd County court proceedings posted online by legal blogger Keith Lee, Denver Allen, 31, of Cartersville, Georgia, appearing in court on charges he beat another prison inmate to death, explained he was representing himself because his public defender said he would only do a good job if Allen performed oral sex on him. What? Oh, wow.
Is this true or not? Who knows?
You don't know, but wow. A man who represents himself as a client has a fool for a lawyer or something like that.
Man who who acts as his own lawyer has a fool for a client. That's the phrase.
Thank you. That's the one.
And as God is my witness, I am that fool.
Yep. And cue the Addams family getting evicted from their home.
Wow.
Oh, Judge Bryant Durham cautioned him against representing himself, telling Allen he would probably be convicted if he went to trial. The proceedings only went far, far downhill from there. Apparently. Allen responded, "Fuck you," to Durham and said, "I don't care," when the judge fired back that he would find him in contempt of court. "I know you don't, and I sentence you to 20 days for that. And if you say anything else, I'm going to add 20 days for everything you say," Durham said. Allen replied with a string of fuck yous. Each time, Durham bumped his sentence from 40 days to 60 days to 1 year.
Oh my God.
Meanwhile, the bailiffs are trying desperately not to laugh.
Yes. Yo mama,
The
Allen.
judge is probably trying desperately not to laugh.
Oh, yeah. Yo mama, Allen fired back, wholly undeterred, and the judge slammed him with 10 years. Holy shit. You do not fuck with the judges in the South.
It gets even better, though.
It does. The judge went on to remark that Allen shouldn't be smiling in court and said he was the rudest person he'd ever met. But Allen only responded by asking if the judge would demand oral sex for a fair trial before bragging about his manhood. So, wait. Wait. Judge would demand... Oh, so you gonna have me suck your dick for a fair trial, sir? I cannot get a handle on that accent for whatever reason. And then... I've got a big old donkey dick, Allen told the judge, who responded, I'm sure the women
love it.
I'm sure they do.
Nope, hang on. Here we go.
Uh-oh. But Allen explained that he has sex with men, not women, and had a ludicrous back and forth with the judge about his sexual preferences. White boys with big butts, Allen said, before the judge shut down the talk by remarking that he, quote-unquote, looked, quote-unquote, like a queer. But you... white boys with big... Well, I'm out. Not that I would be in anyway, but, I'm out.
Keep going.
Proceedings devolved into a shouting match between the defendant and judge, with Alan ordering the judge, "Suck my dick, you fuck man."
The worst superhero ever. Fuckman.
Fuckman.
Defender of truth, justice, and free lubricants for all. Fuckman.
Yes. Oh.
Fighting the forces of evil, villainy, and sexual repression. Fuckman.
The heroes that Gotham deserves.
Served this week, Fuckman battles his arch nemesis, the Reverend Jerry Falwell, in his guise as the Prude.
Oh. Well, wait, Fuckman won because Falwell's gone.
Whatever.
But it still works.
Thank you for killing my joke, Gomer. Thank you. That's great.
Sorry.
Lost. Oh, thank you so much.
I'm sorry. I fail.
Thank you for the taps, Dad. Thank you. The taps. Thank you.
So,
anyway.
Yeah, Alan eventually threatened to jack it on the judge, with Durham and Durham egging him on. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna sit there. I'm gonna spray your face with my spooge. Oh yeah, bring it on, motherfucker. Before Alan,
right, sir. Now I'm calling you bluff.
Before Alan graphically threatened to murder his whole family with a hammer.
Jesus.
Well,
and that's when the judge stops fucking around.
Yeah. Following the hearing, Alan now faces contempt of court and charges of making terroristic threats. The local news reported. Yeah. Threatening to murder a judge and his whole family with a hammer. Yeah, that could be terroristic threatening, yeah.
Bye, Denver. You ain't never seeing the light of day again.
Yep. Bye-bye. Oh, wow.
Well, that was a good one to come back to.
That was. Holy shit. And I think...
Oh, boy.
Yeah. And by the way, we can thank Rosenhacker for that one. He's the one who sent it to me.
Because of course he did.
Of course he did. Of course it was Rosen.
Always Rosen.
Yes. Oh. So yeah, I don't think there's much more we can add to this.
I don't know. I've said my shtick. Kat, you got any shtick you want to throw at this one?
I'm sorry. I have no shtick to throw at this.
Yeah. Oh God.
It's shticked enough.
I just love that you fuck man. It's like, what the hell kind of insult is that?
You fuck come man.
Yeah, that would be a good one. But oh wow. So we're gonna go from the southeast over to the southwest in Scottsdale, Arizona. Scottsdale police have arrested the resident of an apartment quote-unquote laboratory at the center of a hazardous materials situation. Samuel J. Oliphant, 35, is facing various drug-related charges. Police said he was also wanted on an outstanding warrant, but they did not provide any details about it. Officers responded to the Optima Sonoran Village apartment complex at the 68th Street and Camelback Road late Thursday morning after management there reported a strong and unusual odor emanating from one of the units later determined to be Oliphant's residence. They went into the apartment, which was already open, to determine the source of the odor. Man, he must have talked a really big deuce. Whew! They saw some items inside that were consistent with some type of laboratory, Officer Kevin Watts of the Scottsdale Police Department said. Exercising caution, as they should, the officers backed out of the apartment and initiated their hazmat protocols, including calling in the Scottsdale Fire Department. The lab was taken apart and impounded for testing. Further investigation revealed that the apparent lab was actually a very complex and elaborate system designed and built by Oliphant, the apartment resident, as a device to smoke illegal drugs. According to
it's the Mega Bong!
Yes! Mega Bong!
For when a regular bong is just not getting you high enough, why not put all the pot through the entire contents of through the facilities of an entire chemistry lab? Why not?
Sure, and
for science,
Definitely.
For science.
How far can this pot smoke travel? And by the way, they discovered marijuana inside the guy's home, so odds are he was smoking pot.
No.
So.
No. Oh.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
Oh. So I just have to wonder. He's probably thinking, okay, how far, if I light it over here and then come to like my bedroom or whatever, I don't know how this thing is situated. How far could the smoke travel through this mega bong and then hit me and have the same effect and have the same power as just regular bong? Could it do that? I guess he. Yeah,
I don't know. But this is the greatest episode of Home Makeover ever.
Oh, home makeover Breaking Bad edition, except not quite Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Oh my god. Like I don't know what this looks like, but I envision like plastic tubing, like you would send like mail through or something.
Like
but no, it's just funnels of smoke and shit.
It's like this bizarre Rube Goldberg contraption.
Yes.
So you see what happens, Matt, is I knock over the dominoes, and they light the match, and that sets the thing boiling. It comes up through the beaker, and then it filters through and comes down through over here. Then I pass it through the lining of my hamster cage. Don't worry about Harvey, man. He'll be fine. He likes it. It's cool. Hasn't moved in 6 days. Anyway, we've come down around, and then it goes past the thing into the little container on the radio-controlled car. And the radio-controlled car comes over here, turns on the TV, which I've got pre-tuned to the Cartoon Network. And then the box elevates up and comes over swinging on this little ramp right here, smacks me right in the face. I'm higher than a kite for a week and a half.
And then, hey, mousetrap.
Yep.
And then, meanwhile, Tommy Chung is saying, amateur.
Pretty much. Just, oh, lordy. I wouldn't mind. You know what? If that actually. Oh, I don't know why, but I'm thinking they should actually, take that. He should patent it and like sell it to like the really rich fuckers.
I have to admit, I want to see a picture of this thing.
I do too.
I want to see what the hell it looks like.
Yeah. I don't remember if it's in the article, but if it is, oh my god, it would look awesome. But if not, somebody has to have had taken a picture of it. Oh god, please, somebody find it for me. Find it for us, really.
Find it for us. Humanity must see this accomplishment of stoner art.
Yes.
Curious minds need answers.
Yes, we all do. And then send them all over to Charlie McMullen.
Don't give him any more ideas.
I have no idea who that is. So.
For those who don't know, Charlie McMullen is one of the co-hosts on What the Fuck, which is one of the other shows Cat's on.
Gotcha. All right.
He also smokes weed before he does the show.
Yeah. I kind of figured that.
I mean, he
we're on a
says
roll. Let's.
Yes. Okay. All right. Going over to Manitowoc. I'm not sure exactly where this exactly is besides the city.
If looking at this, it looks like it's in Wisconsin.
Oh, that's right. Okay. Police have arrested a Manitowoc woman after she allegedly pulled a gun on a man during an argument over a duck. Howard?
I mean, if anything was going to start a gunfight, Howard the Duck would be the one.
Yeah.
Why not? All you have to do is just read the comics, and it's just like, oh, good God. Howard gets into this shit through no fault of his own.
Mm-hmm. USA Today Network Wisconsin reports the 69-year-old woman approached her neighbor on Wednesday evening in an attempt to show him that she didn't have his duck. Police says she told the man to search her garage so he would know the duck wasn't on her property. She then drew a pistol from her shirt pocket and pointed it at the man's stomach. The man disarmed the woman and pushed her to the ground. She later told police that she knew the gun was loaded and the safety was off. She was arrested on suspicion of reckless endangerment and carrying a concealed weapon.
And we don't know if the duck was there or not.
We don't know.
We have no closure on this.
No. It's like, Howard got away. Run, Howard. Oh, God. Just over a duck.
Yeah.
It's like, And it's like, you can search my garage. No, that's okay. I believe you. It's like that scene in Birdemic where it was like, the rancher cowboy guy. I don't know what the character's name is, and I kind of don't care. He threatens the heroes with a gun because he wants to buy gas from them. So that's what she reminds me of. It's like, you're going to search my garage right now, motherfucker. You're going to prove you
By the way, no sentence should ever start with, that reminds me of this part in Birdemic.
I can agree with that. But it fits. Unfortunately, it fits. So keeping in Wisconsin, and we all know one of Wisconsin's biggest things is cheese. Oak Creek, Wisconsin. It's a caper of grand proportion in a state that loves its cheddar. Police in southeastern Wisconsin say 20,000 pounds of cheese has vanished. The cheese, produced by U.S. Foods, was in a semi-trailer parked at a business in the Milwaukee suburb of Oak Creek when it went missing Thursday. Police say the semi-driver was transporting the load from Green Bay to New York City, to the New York City area, and unhitched the trailer to run an errand. Here's a hint. Don't do that. When he returned, the trailer and $46,000 worth of cheese was gone. It's not the first such heist of the legacy commodity in a state where sports fans like to wear foam wedges on their heads. A semi-trailer carrying $70,000 worth of cheese was stolen from Germantown, another Milwaukee suburb, in January. Apparently, cheese is serious business to these guys. And I want to take these cheese thieves for a moment, okay? I want to set them down. Okay, if any of you are listening, because they probably work out of Milwaukee, so they're probably all in the same place. Sit you guys down. Okay, sit down. Listen real closely, okay? You don't need to steal that much cheese. If you want the cheese, just go down to the goddamn grocery store and get a pack. It's like $5. You know. And if
how would one fence $46,000 worth of cheese?
I have no idea.
That cheese was not stolen to be fenced. That cheese was stolen for one man's party.
Apparently. Oh.
They're going to make the world's biggest pot of fondue.
Oh, dear.
As well they should. I hope they fondue.
Oh.
All right, everybody in Wisconsin, be on the lookout for the stuff needed to make the world's biggest pretzel.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll see where we go from there.
Yes. And if
now we're just waiting to hear a bunch of beer getting stolen, and then we'll have some beer cheese with that pretzel.
Yep.
We'll wait and see if somebody has a big party coming up. And if that party comes up, please invite us, because we all like cheese.
We do.
Yes,
probably
please.
more than we should, but we like cheese.
Oh, definitely.
I did a whole video on how they make cheese.
Ooh. Yes, we should go watch that after the show.
Part of my discontinued series, I can explain everything. So, available on YouTube.
There you go.
Just fondue it, man. Just fondue it already.
Yes. Oh, and our last one for this week.
Not as silly, but uplifting.
Yes. Nearly 3 years after two gay men filed a class action lawsuit against Christian dating site ChristianMingle.com, my tongue didn't want to work for a second there, the Los Angeles-based company has agreed to let its members seek out same-sex partners, reports the Wall Street Journal. Although a California judge determined the site's straight-only formatting violated the state's Unruh Civil Rights Act, I swear that is not a typo, which prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation, the company behind Christian Mingle did not admit any wrongdoing, because of course they won't. The judgment finalized Monday by Judge Jane L. Johnson of the Superior Court of California in Los Angeles County ordered Spark Networks to do away with settings on all its sites that only allow users to select man seeking woman or vice versa. Spark Networks is the parent company of more than a dozen other dating sites that match people based on faith practices, age, or race, including CatholicMingle.com, LDSSingles.com, BlackSingles.com, and SilverSingles.com, the latter of which you may or may not find Silver Surfer. I know it's for older people, and wait, Silver Surfer's up there too, so, he could be on there. Get
on with the story, Gomer. Yeah. You're becoming too nerdy even for us.
There you go. The company first entered the online dating business with the Jewish dating site jdate.com, though that property was not impacted by the judge's order. Weird. A spokesperson for Spark Networks told the Wall Street Journal that the company was pleased to resolve this litigation. For the next 2 years, Spark will ensure that the man-seeking woman and woman-seeking man options on the gateway or home pages of the Mingle sites ask only whether the user is a man or a woman, reads the judgment. The company was further ordered to not change the match prompts to man-seeking woman at any time in the future unless it also provides similar prompts which allow individuals seeking a same-sex match to enter and use the sites without having to state that they are seeking a match with someone of the opposite sex. As long as Spark operates the Mingle sites, the users will continue to have the ability to search for potential same-sex matches using the site's text searching and profile building functions, summarizes the order. The company has 24 months from the date of Monday's order to bring all its sites into compliance. So over the next 2 years, they're going to take away all of the heteronormativity, or enforced heteronormativity. And before anybody is like, well, what about religious freedom? You do realize there are Christians who are not straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm dating one. Just putting that out there.
And then the simple thing is, it's like, that's fine. That's all well and good. Religious freedom is all well and good, except this isn't a church.
Exactly. It's a business.
It is a business.
Yeah.
It is a for-profit business site, dating site. So, yeah, you can't have it both ways. Sorry.
Yeah, just can't do it. Judge also orders Spark to pay $9,000 to each of the 2 plaintiffs who brought the suit, in addition to covering the full $450,000 in attorney's fees incurred by the gay men.
Okay,
Good
this
God.
seems
Good God.
$450,000 in attorney's fees, and the 2 of them are getting $18,000 total for themselves for this.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Yeah, I mean, I don't agree with having to pay out that much, but it's like, just changing
by
the
the way,
site,
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. It's like, this is a good example of all the people who like scream about the where's the fair use thing. It's like, well, why don't you guys just do a class action lawsuit? Here's why.
Yeah.
The attorney fees are ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
People would like to. There are many people who would like to perform a class action lawsuit against YouTube and some of these other people for bogus copyright claims and such like. But unfortunately, it's expensive.
Yep, that is why.
If we lose, we're screwed both ways because we still have to pay the lawyers.
Yeah. Yeah, this is why the 1%, the major mega corporations have the advantage. They can afford it. Unfortunately. But Vinit Dubey... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I was saying, okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go on. You continue.
Vinit Dubey, one of the attorneys for the 2 named plaintiffs, expressed gratitude for the case's resolution. I am gratified that we were able to work with Spark to help ensure that people can fully participate in all the diverse marketplaces that make our country so special, regardless of their sexual orientation, Dubey said in the statement.
I'm also gratified that they will be paying for my new living room.
There you go. While Christian Mingle's homepage currently asks only for the member's binary gender, male or female, a search of the site's help page at press time for the words gay, same-sex, lesbian, or bisexual all returned no results. They have 24 months. Some coding a site is a thing. So I am willing to give leeway on that because they have time. Now, if this was like month 23, day 29, then we can start bitching. But yeah. Although some sects of Christianity maintain strong anti-LGBT doctrine, many Christian faith communities welcome LGBT people, and there's no shortage of high-profile Christians who are also LGBT. Example they give is Grammy-nominated singer-songwriter Mary Lambert has made no secret of her religious upbringing, and her emotional work often explores her journey back to her faith as an out lesbian. Similarly, Matthew Vines is making waves in the evangelical Christian community with the Reformation Project, a campaign that bills itself as a Bible-based, gospel-centered approach to LGBT inclusion. Vines, who is himself a gay Christian, rose to prominence in 2012 when a video of him outlining a scriptural defense of monogamous, Christ-centered, same-sex relationships titled The Gay Debate, The Bible and Homosexuality, went viral. Last year, he published God and the Gay Christian, The Biblical Case in Support of Same-Sex Relationships. And while anti-LGBT politicians and pundits often use the so-called religious freedom as a sword to strike down LGBT-inclusive policies, Georgia's Republican Governor Nathan Deal earlier this year vetoed a sweeping religious freedom bill that opponents said would act as a license to discriminate against LGBT people, saying it did not reflect his Christian values.
Thank God there are still some sane religious people in the world.
Yes, and one of them, even the Republican governor of Georgia, which I'm surprised, pleasantly so, but I'm still surprised. Because when you think of Georgia, you don't think of being that liberal or that progressive. You think a little bit more backwards.
You think of judges. You think of Fuckman the judge.
Exactly. Yeah,
Man.
Fuckman flying through the air without pants. He's just a naked guy with a mask and a cape. That's Fuckman. He has no costume.
There you go. Oh.
But does he wear a condom?
Oh, always.
Yeah.
So maybe his condom can have a cape.
So does the condom.
A caped condom. That would be.
The caped condom. Oh my God, that's his nickname. Fuckman, the caped condom.
Yes.
We have now caped condom. You think you can stop us? Soon we will fire the frigid ray across the entire United States. There will be no sex anywhere ever again. It will be and if there is, it will be dull and boring and over in 45 seconds.
How will Fuckman? I can't even do it. My.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Tune in again next week when Fuckman deals with the villainous Ice Queen and the daisy chain of evil.
We can see where my impulse skills are.
Fair, I should full disclosure. I did just steal the daisy chain of evil and the villainous Ice Queen from Phil Folio's excellent happy pornographic comic series Xenophile. XXXENOPHILE. Specifically 2 segments on the adventures of Orgasm Lass and her pal Foreplay. If you have never read Xenophile, you should. Because not only are these really well-drawn porn comics, but they follow the ethos of why can't sex be silly and happy and fun?
Yeah?
Because Christianity. Sorry, Catholicism specifically.
Yeah, but basically it's like a bunch of sci-fi and fantasy tropes in there, just with various ones. I mean, there's like one he did there's 6 volumes of them. The 6th one is actually a graphic novel about a standard D&D party type of adventures. So, with various things that you have your thief, you have a drow. Best one, though, is Sister Otaz, the cleric who is under a geas who can't have sex with anyone. Ever. Because something happens to them. It's not mentioned what, but she's like, oh, would you like to? No, would you like to? Well, sure, why not? Oh, good. Now, the curse doesn't bother you, does it? I beg your pardon? Oh, no, don't say anything. I want to remember you like this. Happy, horny, sane, mammalian.
Oh, God. Oh, so yeah. Kat, do you have anything to add to this last story?
I was gonna say I don't have anything to add to the story because the only thing that we can really add to it at this point is Fuckman.
There you go. I don't know if you approve of using adult language in the show titles, but here we go. The Adventures of Fuckman. That's the show title this week.
You know what? I've probably used them before. Oh, so we have a little bit of time left. I just sent you guys an extra thing that I set aside, something to just kind of pick at a little bit here and there. My Facebook list and feeds and everything, they have a whole lot of variety. It's not all just one walk of life, one faith or whatever, and that comes with me coming from a small southern town. and all of that really good stuff. What I found here is from pjmedia.com, and by the time I get through this kind of first paragraph or two, you'll see what direction this leans and why I picked this to kind of pick apart here and there. Hopefully we can have some fun with it. The article title is called "Annual Onslaught of Lib Media Think Pieces Expressing Bitterness About 4th of July Fun Begins." Okay.
Well, we already know. I think the headline pretty much tells you where this
I was about to say,
falls.
Yeah. And it's kind of fitting because this actually goes public on the 4th. So right now you could probably be listening to this while the fireworks are going off. Woo! And if you are, save some for me. Enjoy your hot dogs. If you, like most Americans, are eagerly anticipating enjoying one or more Independence Day festivities, you probably feel pretty normal. And you should. The 4th of July is the greatest national birthday party in the world every year, and a country that already doesn't need much of an excuse to spend quality time with grills and beer coolers really does it up right. It's a day or two filled with pure, unadulterated joy and fun. A day or two? Motherfucker, it's been like that I've only been here for the past few days, but it's been going on for probably the past week.
It starts the week beforehand, pretty much.
Yeah. So, day or two? No. Oh. Naturally, modern American liberals hate that.
No, we don't.
No. I know Erin and I are modern American liberals. Kat, I'm pretty sure you're a modern American liberal. Do you hate that?
No.
Yeah, so there's your first mistake right there, PJ Media. American leftists today seem to have genetic resistance to joy. Wow, that would be Tumblr. Oh! If that joy is brought about by anything patriotic, their pinched psyches violently reject it.
Again, see Tumblr.
Mm-hmm. Given that, it is easy to see why Independence Day makes them plumb the depths of their characteristic misery every year. Characteristic misery? I mean, I can be full of misery, but it's not because of my stances. It's because of what you fuckers are doing. You, as in general, not any one side. Just to make it clear. I happened upon one story this morning that perfectly exemplified this, and while still pre-coffee and groggy, figured I could easily find more. Within a few minutes, I had 3 and decided that was enough of a representative example for this post. You went with 3, and you're going on just 3 articles. Okay. Exhibit A is provided by the same journalist who recently soiled himself while firing a weapon that 115-pound female shooters regularly handle with ease. After doing hardcore journalism to discover that guns are loud, he has decided that God Bless America scares him even more than AR-15s do. He really thinks he's doing... Wait, can't be God's work. Super important stuff. And... yeah... the guy he's talking about is Gersh Kuntzman. Wow. Kind of unfortunate there.
Yeah, very.
Yeah. First guns, now I take on God. Baseball must permanently retire. God bless America, is what he tweeted on the 30th of June.
I have to agree that this is just... Why? I have to agree on that, on him using that as an example, because it's like, why? What's the big deal? It's a song.
Yeah, and we can have something. I mean, if we must change it, have something different. But it's not harming anybody with it being there. And bear in mind, I am the agnostic atheist here.
Of course, from the looks of things, from this quote that he puts in here, it actually looks like it's not so much the fact that it's God Bless America as he just really does not like the song.
Yeah.
It's time for God to stop blessing America during the 7th inning stretch. Welcome to the July 4th holiday weekend, where once again baseball fans will be assaulted with a saccharine, sweet non-anthem. God bless America. It's stated all over this great land. But no matter which team you root for, God bless America should be sent permanently to the bench. Just looks like he just really doesn't like the song, honestly.
Yeah. Which, can't blame him. I'm not a fan of it either, but I'm not about to go say, yeah, you shouldn't go, we should petition. I don't know if he's calling for a petition, but we should.
I don't know. It was just an op-ed piece, pretty much. From
yeah. Things. So, even though this may not precisely be related to the holiday, Kuntzman still mentions it. Let's be honest, though. Many teams still play the song at every game, and there are plenty of other holiday weekends for which the other teams break it out. He just needed to whine about Independence Day, all while pretending that's not what he's really doing.
No, he didn't say anything other than mentioning that the July 4th weekend was coming.
Yeah.
That's it.
Kuntzman also trots out statistics showing how offensive God Bless America is to liberals and atheists, which inadvertently makes the case that maybe it should be played between all the innings. So, wait a minute. Okay. Number one, he's supposedly, showing that this song is offensive to liberals and atheists. As somebody who identifies as both, it's not really offensive. It's just kind of dull. So, yeah. Blanket statement there, number one. Number two, if your reaction to somebody being that annoyed by something or even offended by this is to do it all the more, then you're kind of a dick.
Frankly, they're both dicks as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah. I think at this point they are definitely in
They're both in the wrong.
Yeah. So yeah, that is the first one he brought up. Let's see. Here's his second one. On today's Los Angeles Times op-ed page, Mark Oppenheimer is less coy about his unease with outward expressions of love for the United States. Here's his headline. Flags are great for holiday celebration, but hyper-patriotism is un-American. There's the key word there, hyper-patriotism. I think that's going to be important later. What follows are hundreds of words that I'm sure Oppenheimer thinks make his point about flags and hyper-patriotism, which most Americans simply call patriotism. No. I think we know the difference between patriotism and hyper-patriotism. Patriotism is just like, hey, we love our country, we live here, we want to take care of it, we want to see it grow and become great. Hyper-patriotism is basically giving the country a Hummer every 5 minutes.
Hyper-patriotism is the guy in the USA shirt from Gravity Falls.
There you go. In reality, he makes a better case for committing himself to ongoing therapy with a competent mental health professional. What? You just call this fucker brain damaged or crazy? Well, not in so many words. Summarizing, Oppenheimer loves the American flag for Independence Day festivities, but it makes him uneasy the rest of the year. That's quite a love-hate relationship there. Here's a little peek into Oppenheimer's uneasiness. I come from a flag-ambivalent America. My neighborhood is peopled by gays and Jews, professors and social workers, and Catholics of the Dorothy Day persuasion, yoga practitioners and yoga teachers, vegetarians, bicycling enthusiasts. We love the 4th of July with its long weekend, its parades, its backyard barbecues, veggie burgers available. It wouldn't be Independence Day without a flag bunting on floats, flags lining our main streets, flags adorning houses, but we aren't much for patriotic symbolism the rest of the year. For us, it's an article of faith that crude patriotism quickly turns on the underdog, the minority. We know how the flag is used to impose loyalty tests, which we find un-American. I think maybe I can see that. Salute the flag, put your hand over your heart for the flag. You have to treat the flag a certain way. That sort of thing. And if you do any of these things, you're fucking un-American because OMFG, you damaged this piece of cloth that we use to represent our country.
Thank you, Senator McCarthy. Yeah.
Anyway. Let's set aside the fact that he presumes to speak for a variety of religions, sexual orientations, professions, and participants in various recreational activities.
Why? You're not. Why? You're doing the exact same thing. Why should we?
Exactly. An examination of the liberal penchant for paternalism and sweeping generalizations would require something book length. It would appear that Oppenheimer's flag-ambivalent America is plagued by marauding bands of flag enthusiasts who are forever turning on gay academic Catholics, who occasionally brunch with Jewish social workers as they bicycle home from yoga workouts to heat up veggie burgers. Cool story, bro. Who knew New Haven, Connecticut had seen such an influx of flag-waving rednecks? That seems to be going around, though, but even then, still, I don't think they would want to go to Connecticut. A little too cold.
I think we get the idea of all this crap.
Yeah,
I think we get the point.
Yeah. he's like, oh no, they're not giving America the Hummer I think America deserves. So they are obviously, you know, what are some of the words that you know, they're miserable people. Yeah, I can word, I swear. We've been kind of dominating this. Kat, do you have any thoughts about this whole thing?
I wish people would shut the fuck up. That's it. I hate when people make sweeping generalizations based on, you know, like, oh, you're a liberal, so you must be miserable. Oh, you're on Tumblr, so you must be an SJW. Oh, you're like this, so you must be this. And a person making fun of somebody else for making sweeping generalizations while themselves making sweeping generalizations just means that they should shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much. So yeah.
I know many. I have many conservative friends who are not this crazy.
Oh yeah, same here. It's like, holy shit. They and just watch. Show them this in here and watch their heads just kind of just shake and like, oh god, why do we have people like this on our side? But,
or you were doing so well and then you had to ruin it with that.
Yeah.
Thanks. Happy fucking 4th of July.
Yeah. But okay, away from this article, as far as 4th of July goes, you know what? You guys are obviously listening to this, hopefully listening to this on the actual 4th of July. Have fun. Be safe. You know, enjoy your hot dogs and your burgers. I know I'm going to. It's going to be...
Don't put fireworks in your pants.
Yes.
Don't light fireworks off the top of your head. Don't light them off the top of your chest. Don't do anything that involves fireworks and your body connecting at the same time with fire.
Yeah, just be safe with your fireworks, and if you get those little, you know, like those little poppers that you can get, you know, you get the like little things and you can just like throw them down or whatever. Yeah, don't be throwing them at people. Only throw them on the ground. You just don't. Or if you can't resist the urge to not throw them at people, then don't get them at all. Point is, be safe. Look at the pretty fireworks.
Don't be an asshole.
Yeah. Look at the
And
pretty
fireworks. And if you have pets, just make sure they're okay. They're cool with them before you start lighting them off.
Yeah. Just yeah. It may look funny to see a pet running inside the house in terror at times because, oh, look how adorable Fluffy's running inside. But in reality, Fluffy is like, oh my god, they're trying to kill me. So make sure, yeah, don't traumatize Fluffy. Don't do it. Just don't, because then I'll have to come and I will give Fluffy body armor. So the next time Fluffy jumps on you, you'll get body armor right to the wherever that Fluffy lands on you. Oh, so yes, happy 4th, everybody. We're gonna get out of here for this week. If we wanted to find Erin, where could we find him?
You can find me on Twitter at Shallow15. That's SHALLOW15. You can also find me on the Tumblr's notes from the idiotbox.tumblr.com, updated once in a blue moon. Videos and such like can be found on youtube.com/DubiousKhan or, of course, on rtgomer.com. And finally, if you want to throw money at me so I can improve my shows and try to get some of this other stuff in higher quality that I do, that is patreon.com/DubiousKhan.
Yes. And if we wanted to find Kat, where could we find her?
You can find me on the social medias on Twitter at LabyrinthCat and Facebook.com/NerdistCat. And then you can also check out my other show, What the Fuck, over on 1201beyond.com. Oh, God, I suck at remembering the websites where I post my shit. And then you can also find my other show, Nerd to the Third Power, which is over on YouTube and iTunes at This Week in Geek. And you can check out my new video series, Your Favorite Anime Rocks. Our group is called the Positive Service Announcement Team. You can check us out on Facebook and on YouTube.
Sweet. And yeah, at least as of this one, the last one I saw was the one you guys did on Pokemon. Which
I think we might have like 4 episodes up now. I'm not sure. I don't post them, so I always get behind on. But yeah, we did a Pokemon one. It was pretty fun.
Yes, and yeah, and I noticed somebody has the Umbreon, and they are awesome. They are awesome and cool. Whoever owns that Umbreon, I think you mentioned it to me at one point. I forgot who you said owns it, but that person is awesome.
Yes.
just a little amusing little thing that floated around. If you look around Tumblr or Facebook or whatever, you'll find it. Apparently, there's a post going around where someone put together the idea for Canadian Pokemon.
Oh, I saw that. That is pretty nice.
Poutine and Poutini and Poutitan.
Yes.
And the Aboot.
Aboot.
Yes, that's exactly what it looks like. Aboot.
And if you wanted to find me on all the social medias and everything, you can find me over on the Twitters, the Tumblrs, and the YouTube channel at Gomer21XX. And my phone is telling me we're about out of time, so it's a good thing we're wrapping up. But anyways, Twitter, Tumblr, YouTube, Gomer21XX. I've got a Facebook page, Gomer Ranting Thespian. Those links will be down in the doobly-doo, as well as the Patreon, my Patreon, patreon.com/Gomer21XX if you want to help support shows like this. We do have a channel specifically for Thespian Talk as well. That link is down in the doobly-doo because for whatever reason I can't have it set up to just be youtube.com/Thespian Talk. Or at least I haven't figured that out yet. We do have the Ask Box is open. Like we said earlier when that person sent in that other question, let's keep an eye on it. We'll consider that one an example of what not to send in. So yeah. So again, we're on YouTube. This show is on YouTube. Go and subscribe to it so I know who's actually going to be able to pay attention to it. So far, I've been good about getting the videos up and live the same time as the audio. Hopefully this week we'll be able to continue that trend. I hope. Fingers are crossed. So yeah, that is it for us this week. Thank you guys for listening. And until next time, this is Gomer the Ranting Thespian with the cat and Erin Mills, a.k.a. DubiousKhan, signing off.
Fuckman, away!
Save us, Fuckman!
Thespian Talk is an RT Gomer Productions presentation. Our show's theme is Kick Shock by Kevin MacLeod. Find out more at Incompetech.com. If you like this show and want to help support future episodes, head over to patreon.com/Gomer21XX. For a contribution as little as $1 per production, you can get early access to all future productions, as well as monthly Patreon-only vlogs and announcements. Our show's artwork was produced by the talented Becky Hopkins, who can be commissioned by going to patreon.com/BeckyHop. Check us out on iTunes or visit rtgomer.com for more great shows.